Okay, hello everyone, my name is Amin and I'm an indie hacker. Today I'm going to show you how to use Amadeus API to build almost any type of travel API. And since I'm working on a project of mine called Safar AI, which is going to be an AI-powered flight search and booking assistant, I needed to use an external API that will provide me with real-time data about many flights from different airlines from all over the world. And while doing my research, I found a very, very good API, which is the Amadeus API. And let's go and see how it works. I click on it, and in the top right corner, just click on sign in if I already have an account. So since I already have an account, I click sign in, click on my self-service workspace and click create new app. I have to enter an app name, so let's just say test app, just a simple name, self-descriptive, just click create. Excellent, so now I can see that I created an app named test app. I can scroll down and I can see that Amadeus gave me my test API keys and API secrets. The great thing about Amadeus is that you can test the API from their own website without any code. So I will just go to products, flights, left bar, we click on flight booking. We have flight offers search, flight offers price, flight create orders, flight order management, etc. So let's try the first one, flight offers search, and see what this API is about. So let's give it a try. I scroll down, I click on go to API reference and examples. We have two options, two methods, post and get. So we just need to return a list of flight offers based on searching criteria. Okay, so I click on this one, and here I have the different parameters that the API accepts. You get origin location code. This you can't just like enter Paris or London or Chicago or whatever city. You should enter the IATA code. Okay, so for those who don't know, an IATA code is a unique code or identifier, if we can say that. It's assigned by the International Air Transport Association to identify airports, airline, and other entities in the travel industry. Okay, so I will just click on try it out, right? So let's say I want to travel from Sydney to Bangkok. Okay, the departure dates, let's say I want to travel on 5 September 2025. That's the departure date. The return date, so I just keep it empty. So the adults, the number of adult travelers, age 12 or older on date of the departure. So okay, so I need to explain this to you. It might sound weird to you, but when it comes to flights, tickets, and airlines, anybody aged 12 and above is considered an adult. Okay, it comes to booking your flights. If you're just 12 or 13 or 14, at least 12, this means you're able to travel alone. Okay, you don't need to have company from an adult. Okay, so that's why. So you pay the price of your tickets just like any other adult. Okay, and since I'm traveling alone, I will keep it at 1. If I have children, I will enter this here. If I have 1 children, 1 or 2 children, I have no children, so I'll just keep it empty. The travel class, here I can choose if I want to fly economy, premium economy, business, first class. I'll just choose economy. Okay, so the currency code is the max price, the maximum price per traveler. If I don't want to travel for more than let's say $1,000, I can specify it in here. Okay, maximum number of flight offers to return. How many results do I want API to return to me? 250 might be too much. Okay, let's just say 5. Okay, and then I click execute. As you can see, this is the response. Okay, and here you get the base URL for the test environment. Okay, and I also got my own access token here, because when you need an access token for Amadeus API, you need an API key and an API secret. And behind the scenes, Amadeus already used both to generate me and my own access token. Let's have a look at the results now. So the first result, the type is a flight over, ID 1, itineraries, duration of the flight is 16 hours and 25 minutes. The departure is of course SID, IATA code is SID, which means Sydney. The departure at September the 5th, 2025, as I said. The time is 11:25 in the morning. The arrival will be at XMN, which is going to be a layover. I don't know what XMN means. It doesn't matter, no problem. The arrival will be at the same day, September the 5th, 2025 at 6:50 p.m. Okay, and then you got the departure again from XMN to finally Bangkok, and I will arrive to Bangkok at September the 6th, 2025 at 12:50. So that's the first result. Okay, the price is going to be in USD, of course. The total is $244.10. You got the fees, supplier, the ticketing, the checked bags, etc. Okay, so you can see that you can have a look at all the different parameters that got returns. So that's, I just tested one API, which is the flight over search. You can feel free to give a try to all other flight overs search at no cost. Okay, so that's everything. I hope you learned something new on this video, and make sure to like, subscribe if you like this type of videos, and if you need help with something, if you have any questions about the video or about the Amadeus API, you can feel free to comment down below and ask me your questions. I will do my best to answer and help. See you later.